good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming back to join us with the 12 Days of Christmas list, Ratchet Christmas Reveal. So, yesterday we spent a nice amount of time going back and forth out in our families about all their ratchet ways and everything that we've seen that you just ain't gonna do this year. We're here to help you out. We're gonna talk to you about what you've done that you ain't gonna do this year. And I think we should start with some of the criteria for our lovely list of what you ain't gonna get away with this time. I would like to start with the embarrassing things.
That's a great idea.
Yes, we're gonna help you not embarrass yourself and your family this year. So I'm gonna start with what you ain't gonna do is just be absolutely embarrassing.
Okay.
The next one I would say is what you ain't gonna do is be sneaky and get away with it. So we talked about a lot of regifting and breaking up gifts and passing them out individually.
Is that considered sneaky, or is that just like good economic sense?
It's good economic.
I'm just wondering, like, where do we draw the line?
That is a very good question.
Okay.
Because I do respect the good economic sense, but I guess also Tone kind of shared with us when you drop your kids off and then leave the party. That would probably fall under the category of just sneaky.
Yeah, I believe that.
Just sneaky. We're definitely going to talk about the hypocrites. We are coming for the hypocrites in every sense, regardless of who you are during the winter solstice and who you are the other times of the year. If you are being hypocritical about who you are, we are coming for you today. We're going to touch a little bit, and we didn't really do this yesterday, on things that are hurtful.
Okay.
We're going to stop people, before Christmas comes, from being hurtful to those that they spend their Christmas times with. Give
me an example. I feel like you probably have a good one.
I do.
Okay.
And I don't want to share it too early.
Okay.
But let's see.
Okay,
let's see.
We can put a pin in that and come back.
Well, I can give you another one. It's okay.
Okay.
So all year long, we have our friends, we have our associates, people that feel very important to us. For example, at work, we have work friends. And then when Christmas time comes around, we get really engrossed in our immediate circles. Let's not completely disregard those people.
Okay.
At that moment. I would say what you ain't gonna do is have me as your friend all year long, and then when it's Christmas time and your family that you barely ever see, that you trash talk when they not here, comes to town, you all brand new and you don't know nobody no more.
Okay.
That's what you're not about to do this year.
That is hurtful.
It is hurtful.
Yeah.
And Christmas is a very interesting time, so you can't really get away with being hurtful around Christmas. You'll really kind of mess some things up for some people. Let's see. And our last one.
What about arguing religious preferences?
Yes. That is what we are not here to do.
Okay.
By all means, you can have your religious differences, but that is just not what this show is for. We are not here to. That's not what we're here for. We're here to stop the ratchetness. We are here to prevent,
Do we want to stop ratchetness, like, all the way? Like, can we have a little bit of ratchet? Because I feel like that's where I live, is like a little bit
You
ratchet.
live with a little bit of ratchet?
Yeah, I feel like I need it to survive.
I understand that. And, ratchetness has its place.
Okay.
It has its place and it's beneficial. So we are not going to ruin all of ratchetness.
Okay.
By no means will we ruin all of ratchetness. That would just not be any fun for anybody. So
who are we going to talk about then?
Right.
Okay.
Right. And I'm sorry, ratchetness is part of my fun.
Exactly.
We had a long conversation yesterday about what's ghetto and what's just effective and what's innovative.
What's effective.
What's economically responsible. Okay. So if everything lacked ratchetness, where's the fun?
We've never advanced as a people.
We would not advance as a people. So before we get into the big list, the big, huge list of the top 10, after everything we've talked about, there are some things that made the honorable mention list.
Okay.
The honorable mention list that didn't quite make the big list.
Give me one.
What you ain't gonna do is give a $200 gift in cheap wrapping paper. You're not about to buy nobody Jordans and put it in an Aldi bag.
But they spent all that money on those shoes. They don't have money left for
Then you shouldn't have spent all that money on those shoes if you were going to have to then resort to wrapping it in an Aldi bag. I'm not saying it has to be gold, plated wrapping paper. I'm just saying that it needs to be of equal quality, like actually legitimately get wrapping paper.
Okay.
Or get the good bag from Target. What
about the people who reuse wrapping paper? From my grandmother, God rest her soul, used to make sure we didn't tear a bow or the paper. Aww. She would reuse paper over and over.
You know what? If I can't tell that you reused it,
it's okay.
It's economically responsible. Yes. If I cannot tell that you reused it, then it is economically responsible, and we support that. But if it already has someone else's name on it, or if the bow get torn, then you being ratchet and we need to stop.
Okay. I'm with that one.
Another honorable mention, using Christmas to control those around you. Yes.
I feel like parents do that.
All the time.
Every day.
All the time.
After, the day after Halloween. That's when it
the entire winter solstice.
Yeah.
Everything is, if you act up, you're not going to get anything for Christmas. Christmas is coming up. Do you really want to be on my bad side right now? You don't want to do that. That's what you're not going to do this year.
And how effective is that in controlling your kids?
It's not because you're going to do it anyway.
Okay.
You're gonna buy them stuff anyway. They're gonna forget. And if you're gonna not buy them things because they're bad, they've been bad all year. We had this conversation. Your kid's been bad all year long, and now suddenly you want them to be good for about 3 weeks so that you can justify the money you about to spend on them.
Or you already spent on them.
them. And the last one's not terribly different. But what you ain't gonna do is make every purchase leading up to Christmas part of your child's Christmas gift. You have to buy them dinner every day. You have to send them to school with lunch money and money for the book fair every single day. Don't act like just because you bought your child a toy in November that it has to go towards a Christmas gift. Don't do that. Don't be that parent. That's what you ain't gonna do.
I'm on board with that one.
You support?
Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate that because parents are good for now. Everything I do for you needs to be put under this tree. Everything I do for you now has to be acknowledged and recognized.
And I noticed, in my family, when my parents or grandparents were getting older, they would start using that line a lot more with the older kids, so they didn't have to spend as much maybe on the older kids. This was quite a bit of money, so it's part of your Christmas. It's in June. Okay.
Oh,
thanks.
Christmas in July.
All right, thanks.
And I think that's an interesting concept because I noticed that people that get sick of doing Christmas, they just start weaning out the older people.
Yeah.
I'm not buying gifts for adults no more because this is for the kids. Well, then how old do you stop buying Christmas gifts for? Do you stop when they stop believing in Santa?
I have a work friend who, she told her kids when they stopped believing in Santa, they didn't get toys anymore. They got practical gifts.
Okay.
So they believed in Santa up until they
would believe in Santa.
Just told their mom, I believe in Santa.
Absolutely. If you can talk to me about the fact that there's an option to not believe in Santa, then you do not believe in Santa. My daughter is good for it. My daughter believes in Santa when it works for her.
She should.
She's a smart cookie, that kid. Mm-hmm. Shafan was on the show yesterday, and she was just mentioning that Elizabeth will convince other children that Santa is still real. And I'm like, you just want to believe in Santa because you think it'll make us put up trees and put gifts under them. You think but Mommy, I need this, and I love this, and it's so beautiful, and Santa's going to come, then I'm going to buy you things. Your mother is cheap regardless. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Your mom will break open a value pack of socks.
Nothing wrong with that.
And give one to each of you. So, now that we've talked about some of the things that did not quite make the list, I think we should start the countdown.
Let's do it.
Countdown starting. top 10 things that you ain't gonna do this Christmas season. Number 10?
Mm-hmm.
Number 10. And we didn't even touch on this yesterday. What you ain't gonna do is spend your whole Christmas dinner
there we go.
worshiping technology. That's what you ain't gonna do this Christmas season. Too often, you travel all the way down the highway to visit with your family and friends. Everybody comes together, and then they sit at the table with their tablets and their cell phones.
We don't do that in my family, but I can see that.
That's good.
My people come from the dark ages, though. Like
they come from the dark ages.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like call waiting and stuff like that. So
call waiting.
Yeah, like that's
wow.
considered new age. Like,
Really?
oh please, it's.
You still get the tone that somebody's on the phone?
Yes, and they don't have an answering machine because if it's that important, you will call back.
I appreciate that because that's how I do my phone anyway.
House phones? This is house phones.
This is your great American hero. He will not have call waiting, caller ID, or
John Walker.
no, John Walker is not for that stuff.
He believes if you need us that bad, you will either get here or you will call back.
Exactly.
That's me.
And it better not be before 8 in the morning or after 9 p.m.
There was a schedule.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Don't
like
let
the
that
TV used to have.
Oh man, if that
That's family
phone
time.
rang after 9 o'clock at night and he was home, and it was for me, God forbid whoever was on the phone, because he would bitch them out and then he would bitch me out.
Oh no. My mom is like
great
that.
times.
It's too late to be receiving phone calls. I don't know why they parents are letting them
Yes.
call anybody this
Yes,
late at
exactly.
night. So you ain't gonna be on the phone this late at night. I don't care what they mama let them do, but that's not what you about to get away with.
Okay, so for Christmas,
For Christmas.
people sit around on their phones and tablets all the time.
For anything in 2017.
Okay, I can
For
see that.
and they don't put it down for Christmas.
Okay.
There's kids on tablets. There are, 11-year-olds on phones. And they are just glued to this technology and their games and their social media, and they don't put it down. Personal opinion, and you tell me if I'm crazy.
Okay.
If I can see a video of your children unwrapping their gifts, then you're wrong. Unless that camera, that phone was on a tripod, put your phone down and experience it. Why are you so concerned about recording them unwrapping their gifts that you're not even in the moment anymore? You're not even in the moment anymore.
I have been guilty of watching recording my nephew when he opens gifts, but watching at the same time.
Yeah,
So.
I said get you a tripod if you
Okay.
want to be able to do that. There's a sign at my daughter's daycare, and it literally says, "Put your phone down." When you walk in here, put your phone down. Your child is excited to see you. They haven't seen you all day. They don't need to come in here and compete with your phone.
That's sweet.
That is
Sad and
sad.
sweet.
That is depressing. That it is necessary to tell parents, and I've been guilty because I'm a workaholic, and my coworkers will call me, and I'll talk to them on my way to daycare. But when you get there, you gotta shut it down. So as we put this time as a priority to spend with your family and your friends, I don't want to see it this year.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Your Christmas pictures should not be so-and-so on Snapchat. Let's do better. Number 9.
Yes.
Number 9. What you ain't gonna do is go absolutely overboard on your decorations. Tell me if I'm crazy, Heather.
I will. It depends on what you determine to be overboard.
If you got more decorations than you got house, then you are overboard.
Sometimes I like that extra. Other times, if it's poorly decorated, if you look like the lights threw up on your tree, I don't want to see
Christmas
that
on a
house.
stick. That is what we call
Yeah,
it.
like I don't want to see, like, you need to have some artistic integrity when you're decorating your house. Like,
no.
it needs to be, if it looks like Clark Griswold did it, I'm there for that.
Yes.
If it looks like your 6-year-old did it, no.
Yeah, it looks like abstract. We're to the point where it just looks like abstract art.
I'm not into abstract
It's more
art.
quantity than it is quantity.
No, I'm not there for that.
And I can't even see your house anymore.
But I will drive around and make fun of your house if it looks like that.
I will.
And I will record it and document that for the world.
For the world to see.
Absolutely.
That's why you ain't going to do it this year, because Heather will drive around to your house and she will show the entire world your ratchetness.
I will Christmas shame you. Christmas
She
light
will
shame you.
Christmas light shame you. So this is what you ain't going to do this year. And we're just trying to help you out.
Stop.
We just gonna try to help you out. So I drive through my neighborhood. The marker for where my turn is to get into my neighborhood is the house that I like to call Christmas on a Stick.
Oh.
Yeah, it just looks like Rudolph sneezed onto the house, and it's just like blinged everywhere. They threw their lights on the bushes, and they don't realize that if you just throw a string of lights on your bush, I don't see a bush, I just see a string of lights. I don't see the shape anymore. And they sell lights for that very reason. It's a net that you can buy.
I don't appreciate those.
You don't like them? It's cheating?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So you would have them actually take the time and wrap them. See, that's why I figure if you are going to decorate your house, then take the time to decorate your house. True or false? This should be an experience that you have with your family.
I guess true. It's not anything I would ever do, but I guess true.
Okay. So we are going to go now to number 8 on the reveal list. And this is one we talked extensively about yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, what you ain't going to do is act brand new for Christmas. You are not about to do it. We are not here for the hypocrisy this year. If you get to December and you want to get brand new shiny gifts, but you're giving old ones, we are not going to do it. You are not going to be, one person all year long.
Be consistent.
Be consistent. Who you are the rest of the year is who you need to be during the winter solstice.
With that one?
Yes. Thank you. Now, number 7 on the Christmas list of what you ain't going to do this year. Going broke. Trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Always go broke.
Always go broke or go home?
Go broke or go home.
Go broke or go home. But here's my problem with going broke, trying to keep up with the Joneses. You ain't going to be able to eat by New Year's.
That's why you go to other people's houses and take all their leftovers.
How long do leftovers last?
As long as you make them stretch.
That's disturbing.
Ask if you can have that turkey carcass, make you some soup, some broth, anything you need. You can get that. You can take care of that.
Turkey soup, turkey sandwiches, turkey pot pie.
That's about all the things you can do with
New
turkey.
Year's Eve, we're having turkey salad, turkey sandwiches. No, because it was dry the day they made it.
A little water.
A little water, a little butter. Here y'all go. With a little water and a little butter trying to make it last.
Stretch it out.
Here's what you ain't gonna do. Number 6 on the what you ain't gonna do to be ratchet this Christmas. You are not going to defile the dinner table. Christmas time is a time for your family to come together.
Okay.
Everyone gets a chance to relax, be real, be who they are, spend some time with their family. We can't do that if some dude you just met last night is at the dinner table with us and we don't know what we can say in front of them. We've never met them before. Why are you bringing your jump off to Christmas dinner?
Jump offs need love too.
And they can go get love from their families. Why are they at my Christmas is special. It's not for everybody. If I got to remember what your name is to this person, and remember not to talk about who came to Thanksgiving, then they don't need to be at my dinner table.
Okay.
That's ratchet. I want to relax, and I can't do that if your jump off is at the Christmas party.
Bless his heart.
In honor of some of the conversations we had last night.
Some of the things we did last night.
And some of the things we did last night. Excuse you, sir, who shall remain nameless. Number 5 on the what you ain't gonna do after your 12 Days of Christmas list show
Uh-oh.
or on Christmas is get trashed and act trifling.
I missed Trife Life last night?
You may have.
Oh, man.
You may have missed a little triflingness
Man.
after the show. But we were hungry and we got food.
Okay.
And there was lots and lots of Patron. And we can do that on a Saturday night. But you cannot do that on Christmas Day. I do not want to hear about shootouts at Christmas. I do not want to have this conversation.
Courtney's not here, so I think we're safe.
Courtney is not here, but I want Courtney Chiffon, if you are listening, if I'm going to show up to this post-Christmas Jehovah's Witness Christmas breakfast, there cannot be any drunkenness. There cannot be the 7 dwarves of drunkenness.
Did Jehovah's Witnesses drink?
Yes, they will drink you under the table.
Really?
Because that's the only thing they can do.
I did not know that.
I'm going to go real quick through
Okay.
the 7 dwarves of drunk Christmas that I do not want to see.
Okay.
Sleepy drunk, angry drunk, flirt with your cousin drunk, loud drunk, needy drunk,
Ooh.
sad drunk, overly affectionate, you're in my personal space drunk.
Ooh.
Do I look like Snow White at all?
Sometimes that can all be the same person.
It can be, and I don't want to see none of them. I don't want to see none of them. This one, number 4 on the list is for Tone. This is for Tone. 12 Days of Christmas list, number 4. You will not host Christmas in a messy house. If you are serving your meal on reused paper plates with somebody else's name at the bottom that's no longer a part of this family because they've been divorced out.
Aww.
And you are serving your sparkling cider out of the large McDonald's cup, then you do not need to be hosting Christmas at your house.
I host it somewhere else.
You host it somewhere else. Okay.
Just buy some new plates.
Just buy you know what? Big Lots is a beautiful place.
Absolutely.
You can get real live plates for little to nothing.
Very
It's
true.
not
Very true.
necessary to give everyone salmonella. Trying to rewash your styrofoam plates. Number 3 on the Christmas list of what you ain't gonna do this year, and this is the one we touched on a little bit. Let's not forget about your single friends. Your single friends at Christmas, not everyone has family, not everyone has friends, not everyone has access to the people that they love. And we all know, maybe not, I'm a mental health advocate, Christmas season is a very difficult time for a lot of people that are single and they don't have anyone, and the suicide rates shoot up. So let's just take a minute at Christmas, not forget those people that may not be at a table with anybody else. Reach out, say hi, invite them over if you feel like dealing with that. But let's just not forget about them this year at Christmas.
That's a good one.
Thank you. We had a
That
touch.
is a really good one.
I think we had a heartfelt moment for today. We had a heartfelt moment yesterday. We're going to have a touching moment today. But that's the reality of it. You know, some people don't have family, so they need someone to spend that Christmas time with.
Absolutely.
Final 2. Are we ready?
I'm
Final
excited.
2. What you ain't going to do this Christmas is Christmas code switching. We talked about this one yesterday,
Okay.
and it definitely had to make the list.
Okay.
What you ain't gonna do is be one religion, one faith, one belief system, 364 days out of the year. And then on Christmas morning, everybody gets up, thanks Santa for their gifts, switches that tree on, and sing Christmas carols about something that you don't understand or believe in.
Okay.
That is what you are not going to do this Christmas
Just
year.
be consistent.
Just be who you are. Whoever that is, just be who you are.
And you can say, I don't support this stuff, but I do Santa for my kids. Like, you, as long as you say it,
Just own it.
it's okay.
Just own
Be
it.
that.
All year long. Just own it. Are we ready, Heather?
I cannot wait to see what number 1 is.
Number 1. Number 1 on the 12 Days of Christmas list, ratchetness, what you ain't gonna do. We will not have you out here ruining everybody's Christmas, is fight. I do not want to hear about Christmas morning fights.
Not just a little bit?
Not even just a little bit. Do not get drunk. Do not get full. Do not get angry about all of your gifts that you did and did not get. I do not want to hear about Christmas fighting.
I, however, do want to hear about Christmas fighting, so please let me know.
It's a significant part of Heather's tradition. But, you know, we have all our traditions that we do. We have everything that we have to have, all these expectations that we place on ourselves. Do not let that result in Christmas fighting. I don't want to hear about the tree getting knocked over on anybody, little kids crying in the background because mommy and daddy aren't going to be together by New Year's. Like, let's not. Let's enjoy this season.
Okay, that's what we ain't going to do.
Yeah? That's what you ain't going to do this year.
Okay.
Now,
I guess I'm with that.
Before Christmas. That way you ain't got to share the gifts.
Exactly. You don't have to buy anything.
words of wisdom from Hulkatone. Words of wisdom from Hulkatone. Fight right before Christmas so that you ain't got to buy no gifts. Have you met Mike's husband? Because it sounds like it.
We'll probably be best friends.
I would not doubt that. I would not doubt that.
Ghetto fabulous.
I'll give you ghetto. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we missed it, let us know.
Absolutely.
Tell us what we missed. Tell us what you disagree with. Tell us where we're absolutely wrong and what we need to see that's ratchet on Christmas.
You can tell us, but it's not going to make a difference.
No.
But thank you.
We've decided.
Yeah.
We've decided. Argue if you want to. By all means, I'll debate for fun. But we have laid the law down.
It shall be done.
It shall be done. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to spend 12 days of Christmas list with us. Ratchetry of what you ain't gonna do this year.
Tomorrow we have top 10 80s toys. The discussion.
Yes, the discussion of top 10
The
80s
discussion
toys.
tomorrow.
Of top 10. You know, I would love to be involved, but I was only alive for 3 of those years. So all of
Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
It's going to go right over my... I'm sure I'll recognize it from the garage. We'll see you tomorrow for top 10.